Greetings, fellow carbon-based bipeds. I am Scott Rose, and you are watching Explosions and Stuff. Today, I'll be reviewing the 2011 film Tactical Force, starring Steve Austin, Michael Jai White, Michael Shanks, and Lexa Doig. An overview of the film is an LA SWAT team is training in an abandoned military complex when members of both the Italian and Russian mob arrive, looking for an important item. Discovered and unarmed, the SWAT members must fight their way to safety. The pros of this movie? This movie had a great mixture of both action and comedy. You could tell that these SWAT team members were really good at their job, really excellent at what they did, but at the same time they were lighthearted. They tried to take it lightly to kind of downplay the seriousness of everything, and it just made them very human. There was also really good chemistry between the SWAT team members. It was just fantastic. They all worked together. It was like they really were a team and a cohesive unit. I thought they worked very well together. However, I say Michael Jai White and Michael Shanks both stole the show. Michael Jai White in kind of like a supporting, not so much lead role as one of the SWAT team members. He was like the second in command of the SWAT team. And Michael Shanks playing the leader of the Russian mob. The two of them just stole the show and did it beautifully. I loved them. I also think this movie made excellent use of blood squibs and practical effects. They were just fantastic, and I loved them. The cons of this movie? Well, while it did have great practical effects, the CGI effects, the digital effects in this movie were mediocre at best. They didn't use a lot of CG in it, but like the bullet strikes when someone was shooting and they hit a metal van or a metal vehicle, those were done digitally, but it would just be like a flash of light, but there'd be no mark on the metal itself. So it didn't really work. It looked cheap. It looked fake, but this movie had a lot of budget constraints on it. They did the best they could with what they had. I felt that some of the acting was a little stiff. Most notably, one particular person who was the muscle for the Italian mob group. His acting was just horrendous, to be honest. But really, they hired him because he's an MMA fighter and he could fight. He couldn't act, but he could fight, and his fight scene looked really good. There are also some parts that really took me out of the movie, really destroyed the suspension of disbelief. One part in particular was early on in the film. All the SWAT team members realized they were outnumbered, they were outgunned. They didn't have any weapons, but the mob guys did, and they were going to try to shoot the cops. So all the SWAT team guys took off their bulletproof vests and did the rest of the movie in pants and a t-shirt. That was your one line of defense protecting you from dying, and you're going to take it off? No. Keep that damn vest on. I also hated how one of the Italian guys, the leader of the Italian mob, kept scratching his head with the barrel of a loaded and cocked gun. Now, I'm no firearms expert. I've never really handled a firearm. But I'm pretty damn sure that's a really bad idea. I'm pretty sure there's a chance by scratching yourself in the head with the barrel of a gun, there's a good chance that you might shoot yourself in the head. That was stupid. My favorite fight scene in this movie would easily be Michael Jai White versus the second in command of the group of Italian mobsters. It was in the tunnel, it was close quarters, it was tight, it was dirty, it wasn't very neat and well put together. It looked real and genuine, and I loved it. There was chokeholds, weapons, punches, kicks. It looked fantastic. There were other really good fight scenes in this movie as well, but this one just narrowly squeaked in at the best in the movie, in my opinion. My overall thoughts? I really enjoyed this movie. Yeah, it has its flaws, but most of those were caused by things like budget constraints, so I'm willing to look past them. I give this movie 2 thumbs up. I would easily recommend this movie to anyone who enjoys action movies with a fair amount of gunplay, but also don't mind some flawed CG here and there. But if that's something you can't get past, I wouldn't recommend this movie to you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it and subscribe to my channel for new action movie reviews posted every Friday. Also, if you have any recommendations for movies you would like me to review in the future, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you and have a nice day.